Welcome, everybody, to Respawn Please, the weekly video game podcast where two dum-dums come together to talk all things video games! And a bunch of other stuff, too. I am your host, Jesus. And with me, as always, is the Curious Gamer. The something, what else? I took the stuff away.
Main.
The Mercy Main.
Yeah.
Ell, how you doing, man? I took the...
Doing well.
I took this stuff off of the stream, you know, the original. I basically changed up all the stuff, all of our friends.
Layout.
Yeah, I changed the layout, so we only have Ell. It's basically only your name and your Twitter handle. That's all there is now. That's all there is now. But right now we have Callisto Protocol in the background playing because I just have the Summer Games Fest stream going. The production of that, because that is this week's topic. We're just going to talk about all of the showcases. Well, the showcases that we caught glimpses of and stuff. There was a couple that we did miss, but we're going to talk about the ones we did see, and then we're going to, give them our grade. I'm sure we're going to differ quite a bit. And then, did anybody win Summer Games Fest?
Oh, interesting.
You want to know something cool? I was listening to a podcast earlier today, the Kind of Funny Games Cast. And they were talking about Sonic, and they got to play Sonic at the Summer Games Fest like live event thing, because Summer Games Fest did have a live portion, but it was just for media folks. And the two folks that got to play it said it was good. So I have high hopes for Sonic.
Sonic is changing up.
I have never liked a Sonic game, so I don't really actually give a shit. But,
I get you. I'm not really big into Sonic either, so.
But yeah. So let's start with what we normally do. What you been playing, Ell? It's been almost 2 weeks now since the last time we actually. Well, I guess no. We did the live react to Xbox, but we haven't done an actual episode of Respawn Please in about 2 weeks, though.
Yeah, really nothing new for the most part, because I've been so busy with a bunch of other stuff. But of course, with the time that I did have, I played Overwatch, of course. A lot of Overwatch news came out today. We'll talk about that later. Doing that, also playing some more Slay the Spire, and just, having fun with that game. It's so good. And so you've just got me hooked to it. And then probably maybe here later tonight, if not tomorrow, I'll start on the demo for Cult of the Lamb and WrestleQuest.
Yeah, dude. Both of those games, amazing. The demos have been fantastic. I just wanted to ask this question real quick, but I need to look up a date, and the stupid thing's not giving me a date. What is the date for this? What year did this game come out? 2019. All right, would you say that in 2019, Slay the Spire was your game of the year now? Retroactively.
Retroactively, was there anything else that really
remember.
like?
I don't remember what came out in 2019.
But it's probably I would say it's a really good game for that year when it did come out.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I've been playing Scarlet Nexus. If my dog would shut up. I've been playing Scarlet Nexus. It's a Japanese JRPG. It has probably some of the best combat I've ever felt in like a JRPG. It's just actiony. It's not like the turn-based stuff that is normal in JRPGs. They go more hands-on, more actiony, and just like the different combos you can form between like your psychic abilities, and then with your melee combat stuff. Give me 1 second, my dog.
Oh no, it's all good.
He's a fucking little shit monster, man. Gotta get rid of him. No, I'm kidding. I love my dog. But yeah, so the problem that I'm having with Scarlet Nexus, though, is that the story is utter bleh.
Ooh, not good.
It's I should have realized that because an anime came out that was loosely based on it. Like they follow like the big plot points, but the anime and the game are vastly like they hit the same plot points, but at the in between is different. And the anime was not that good. So I should have realized. Granted, the game came out before the anime. They made the anime because
after the fact.
Yeah, because the game actually was popular when it came out, because if you go back and like look at all the reviews for it and everything, everybody says the combat's amazing. Like it's some of the best combat in a game. And it's just the story is not that great. It's not a bad story by any means. It's needlessly complex for no reason. But you can play as, and then you have to play it twice to get the full story as well, because you have 2 different characters you can play as, but they have different stories, and so their stories intertwine.
Okay.
I can't remember characters' names off the top of my head right now. There's too many. There's like, they introduce like 50,000 characters to you right off the bat, and it's like, I'm not gonna remember. Oh, I gotta take this off. Shit. I don't have free YouTube stuff, so we're getting ads. We got an ad pop up
gotcha.
in this.
Hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Other than that, I've also been playing. I've been playing the Cult of the Land demo. I fell in love with it, man. Cult of the Land, man. I'm sold. The game comes out soon. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play the full game. And then WrestleQuest. I played a little bit of the demo today because I only just found out the demo was out today. Really good, really fun. Game's not going to be coming out this year, from what I understand.
Oh man!
But there's a lot of promise there, and I'm really excited about it. So,
nice.
What else have I been playing? Oh, I finished Dead Space 3 on my personal stream.
And
I started posting all my streams on my own YouTube channel and stuff. Like I've been breaking them down to like small bite-sized chunks.
Okay.
So you don't have to sit there for 4 hours and watch a stream and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah.
None of Dead Space 3 is going up.
Man, it's that bad.
It's the last 4 hours of that game is just me getting pissed off every 2 seconds, and it reached a point where I was just me silent, just fuming in anger.
Oh my god.
Dead Space 3, man. Oh god, it's just not good. Like it does things that like characters respond to the extreme in Dead Space 3 to the point that I'm like, and even Isaac mentions this too, is like, what the hell is wrong with people? It's like, that was my reaction. Why are all these people just going to the extreme? Like at one point, a character is like, so spoiler, Ellie and Isaac, they become lovers after Dead Space 2. They become lovers. Then they break up. Ellie is obsessed with tracking down the markers and destroying all the markers. Isaac is like, I don't want any of that shit. I just no. Did you see what happened these last 2 games, Ellie?
Yeah.
you were part of it. You were half of the game in Dead Space 2. And so he so anyways, then that's how the game starts. Ellie's new boyfriend finds you and is like, we have to go rescue Ellie. She's off on a ship somewhere. You have to rescue her. And it quickly becomes really bizarre because he rescues you. You go to Ellie, and Ellie's like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you, Isaac." And the guy immediately is like, "Wait a minute, that's my woman. You back off." It's like, God. What world is this reaction? Why would you react that way? You came and found Isaac to help you get to Ellie, to help Ellie take down the markers.
Oh my God.
Why did you just suddenly go, dude, that's my girl, you back the fuck off? It's like, and then he betrays you, of course. He betrays Isaac. He turns you over to the bad human guy that's like, we gotta become one with the markers. Let the markers take us, which I'm all for. Fuck it. Let's all become necromorphs. I'm with that guy. The guy convinced me that every other character in the game is shitty and we might as well become necromorphs.
Hilarious.
But yeah, he betrays us to the guy who wants us all to become necromorphs, and then that guy betrays him, and then after you save him from the bad guy, he tries to kill you.
Oh my God.
And he's like, Ellie is mine. As he's about to shoot you in the head, he's like, Ellie is mine. We should have never helped you. It's like, dude, you came to me. What the? And so Isaac kills him. We kill him. And then you tell Ellie. And Ellie's like, oh my God, how can I ever trust you again?
Oh my
and then
God.
he's like, even another character's like, Ellie, he tried to kill us. And she's like, I don't know who you are anymore. Isaac is like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh my God.
And then a couple of scenes later, she's straight up like, oh, I love you, Isaac. I'm like, dude, fuck. Anyways, by the end of this game, I was like, this is fucking horrible. I fucking hate this game. I never want to play Dead Space 1 and 2. That's it. There's no Dead Space 3. Dead Space 3 doesn't exist. It's shit. Don't ever play it. The last 4 hours of the game, you climb up a fucking mountain. You're climbing up a mountain. Horrible. I was, man, you can go, you probably can still, you can probably still go watch that stream. Watch the last like 4 hours of that, 4 hours, 3 hours. I'm miserable. I'm pissed off. I'm cussing. And I'm cussing a lot. Because I just
isn't that the is Dead Space 3 the one where people were so upset with the ending that they had to do DLC for it?
Yeah.
Or they did it? Yeah, okay, that's right.
Awakening. And I was gonna do the Awakening DLC. And then I got to the end, I was like, thank God this is over. I never want to look at this again. I'm not doing the DLC.
That's hilarious.
I did not want to. No interest.
From what you remember, did the DLC kind of fix some things from there, or did you remember?
I have no idea. I've never played the DLC. This is my first time playing Dead Space 3.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I've only played Dead Space 3, the opening sequence of Dead Space 3 when you're in the apartment and you get rescued by the guy.
Yeah.
Or the guy comes to you and is like, we got to go find Ellie, and then you guys get attacked by a bunch of crazy people that want to become necromorphs.
Gotcha.
Whatever.
Got it.
Either way, game fucking stupid. Not even worth it. If they remake these games, if they're gonna remake Dead Space 1, if they make Dead Space 2, great. Don't ever do Dead Space 3. Not worth it. Fucking sucks.
Hilarious.
And then of course it's also co-op, so maybe I would have enjoyed the game more with co-op. Probably not, but like I can't imagine like how different it would be in co-op mode and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's only certain missions that are co-op anyways. So
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because like as I was walking, I would walk by a door and go, "Do you want to join a co-op partner for this special mission?" I'm like, "Fuck no." So I don't want nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody. Anyways, other than that, I started Wolfenstein: The Old Blood on my streams as well.
Oh, nice.
So The Old Blood is a prequel to The New Order. I know you were going to start the Wolfenstein games. Yeah. Old Blood is technically the first game.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's
nice.
It's good. Wolfenstein. God, I love Wolfenstein games. I love them to death. This is my first time playing Old Blood, so it's been interesting. It's Wolfenstein though. It's like the same mechanics.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it. BJ is awesome. The world is awesome. I guess as awesome as it can be with Nazis taking over. I don't know. But that's what I've been playing. I know I just rambled on about my hatred of Dead Space 3.
All good. All good.
Man. So let us get down and dirty with some freaking showcases. So I didn't list this here, but PlayStation State of Play. What do you remember about it? Because I don't remember crap about State of Play. Gonna be honest.
The only thing I remember from State of Play was the Callisto Protocol and Stray. That's all I remember.
Oh, yeah, Stray.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I can't remember what they ended with. Do you remember? I don't remember.
The Last of no, that was the Summer Games
That was
Fest.
Summerfest. Yeah, Summer Games.
You know what? Doesn't matter because we can't remember it. I'm giving it a grade of C because I don't remember anything about State of Play except Stray.
It was forgettable.
Yeah, it had Stray. Stray is cool. I like Stray. I want to be a cat. I think everybody wants to become a cat. Cat life is good life, I suppose. But yeah. So let's hop over to the what we have going on the stream right now, which is the state of the Summer Games Fest breakdown. This is not by any means the full list of games that they showed. I just condensed it down to talk about a couple of them and then to give our overall thoughts. So it started off pretty strongly with had the Alien game, which I can't remember the name of right now. They had
Dark Life.
Aliens Dark Descent. The Summer's Game Fest, which looked cool. It's Aliens, it looks awesome. It was like a top-down twin stick shooter looking game. And then they came out with the big guns. They came out with the Callisto Protocol, which blew me away. I've been excited about Callisto Protocol forever now because I remember when it was first announced. I think it was announced at the Game Awards last year or the year before.
Okay.
And so I've been excited ever since. It looks like Dead Space, plays like Dead Space.
Yeah.
Instead of being on the spine, the health bar being on the spine, it's on the neck. It looks gory as all hell. What are your thoughts? Was this your first time seeing Callisto Protocol?
I think it was. Yeah, it was my first time. I think I heard you talking about it, and I never saw any sort of like any. I think I might have seen some artwork for it, but other than that, that was it. First seeing this looked crazy. It looked amazing. I think actually the first time I saw it was at the State of Play because they showed it too there. But the gameplay looks so cool, and I was just like, oh yeah, Dead Space. And then of course you come to find out it was the original devs for game Dead Space.
The creator
Right,
of Dead
yeah.
Space, yeah.
So it has that very Dead Space feel. Dead Space is an amazing game, and it looks so cool. What I really enjoyed when they showed off a little bit of the gameplay was the how you interact with the environment.
Mm-hmm.
You can accidentally die by going into a turbine or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Fighting those I don't know what they're called, like I was gonna say necromorphs or something like that. New morphs. But man, it looks so cool. I love the weapons that they were using in the trailer that it was showing the character use, whoever you play as. It looks so cool, and I like it so far. Like, I think that is definitely one of the games that stuck out the most over this entire week or two, or even though I think Game Pass is still going on technically.
Yeah.
But that's like the thing that stood out, and it's coming out in December, right?
Yep. December.
And so it looks great. It looks great. I cannot wait to play that, and so I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, it's December 2nd, 2022. So yeah,
Nice.
if it meets that date, of course. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anything could happen between now and then. We might all die
True.
before then. Yeah, I'm excited for it as well, man. Like, I love Dead Space 1, even though I hate Dead Space 3.
Yeah.
Dead Space 1 was amazing, and this looked like it's capturing that like claustrophobic, feel of it, where you're on a space station or a ship or whatever. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to playing it. Next up on the list is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They got like a dock ship, whatever that was.
Oh yeah, they were on. It reminds me of Grand Theft Auto 4, Nico, when he's coming first into Liberty City on that ship.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. It's so interesting because I see this is in the document. People can't see this, but you said that the Call of Duty always has a summer action flick feel.
Yeah.
In the campaigns, which it does. Because I remember when they were showing off that gameplay, I was like, man, this actually looks kind of cool. I kind of like this. It's very cinematic-y. But of course, past that, I would only play it probably for the story. I'm not really big into the multiplayer as I used to be. But it's Call of Duty. And so it's a lot of people play it. Like you said here, it's probably going to sell a lot.
Yeah. It's gonna sell bukus, probably. It always does. Like even the ones that don't sell well still sell better than pretty much every other game. So it's like it's a weird thing to think about. Like, even though like these last few Call of Duties haven't sold well, they're still selling at a higher rate than most games. So it's crazy. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Like, I'm glad you brought up the summer action flick thing. Yeah, that's something that I always felt like with every Call of Duty game campaign. They're just a summer action flick, popcorn. Yeah, they're not anything to really think hard about, because it's not. Yeah. It's very surface level, like surface level goals for the characters and stuff. There's no real character development or anything. Yeah. It's just bombastic, explosions everywhere, crazy shit happening. So, and that's what it felt like. So
definitely.
I'm with you. Not a big Call of Duty person myself, but I will happily maybe try it out if it's ever on Game Pass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
Next up, I want to talk about the lowest.
My favorite part of the whole stream.
My favorite part of the whole stream. The Rock.
The Rock.
Let me tell you. So, I was already not feeling great about the stream up to this point. Like I've mentioned this before. Like after they showed Callisto Protocol, they showed like 5 other games that almost looked exactly like Callisto Protocol to varying degrees and stuff. And so I was just like, man, they have a lot of space horror games coming out this next year.
Yeah.
And so I was feeling a little underwhelmed with a lot of the stuff they were showing. And then, of course, The Rock shows up. He has no shirt on. He's at his personal gym, I guess. He's showcasing his energy drink.
Man, he mentioned that he had like callbacks to his energy drink like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
He's like, I feel great energized thanks to my energy drink here. Wow, it tastes great and great for gamers out there or something. I'm like, you don't care.
I was baffled by the whole thing because it went for like 10 minutes. It was the weirdest thing, and I was just like, man, how much did they pay The Rock just to do this?
I know, and it like you were just saying, it felt like it went on a little too long. He should have just been like, "Hey guys, what's going on? It's The Rock here. I'm here to promote." You know, he was promoting his Black Adam trailer, and he mentioned his energy drink one time, and then be like, "All right, here's a trailer." But instead, he went on like a dialogue where he was just like, you know, with games and all this, you know, we gotta do all this, and Black Adam is this type of character. I'm like, just show the trailer.
He went a history of his characters that he's played in other things. It was really bizarre. It was one of those things I was just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't really care. I pretty much like after that checked out from the Summer Games Fest just because like that was like I just stopped caring after that because I was like, man, I don't foresee this getting better. And because of the Last of Us stuff got leaked that morning, I was like, I already know the Last of Us is going to be like in this at some point. It's probably going to be the end thing, and then Last of Us was the end thing. But let's get into the Last of Us stuff. The Last of Us multiplayer got brought up, and they didn't have anything to show, really. They showed concept art, and they were just like, we're really excited about sharing it with you and all that. And I was like, that's cool. It sounds like, you know, a couple of podcasts ago, it feels like forever now, we mentioned there was a news thing saying that Sony is part of the reason why Sony and Bungie are now one was because Sony is planning on having multiple games as a service. Yeah. And so when they were talking about the Last of Us multiplayer, I was like, oh, Last of Us multiplayer is going to be one of those games as a service games that they're trying to tout, because they were like, they had like several, they wanted to have like, I think it was, I can't remember how many, but they had a set number they wanted to achieve by like 2025 or something like that. And I was like, oh yeah, makes sense. Last of Us multiplayer is going to be one of those games that is going to be games as a service. What did you think?
I thought, I mean, you know, it's kind of just basically like they were building up hype for something that they have in nothing, and that's not to be a negative to them. They're barely starting on this, you know, or they're still working on it. It's interesting because I remember, was it Last of Us 1? I know 2 probably had it, but there was a multiplayer in one of those, right? Wasn't there?
Yeah, and Last of Us 1.
That's right. Because I remember, if you remember, I remember back in college, Ron would play that sometimes. If you remember that. And so I was like, this is like kind of interesting. So I wonder how different it's going to be from that, if it is, or if it'll be the same. And yeah, other than that, I don't have too much to say just because I've never really played Last of Us. I plan on playing it whenever they bring the remake, whenever they do, to PC. But other than that, you know, for those who like Last of Us and love it, hey, good for them. You know, hopefully, what I'm excited for is the show. I know they showed that picture from the show.
They showed a picture of Pedro Pascal, and then I can't remember the actress's name that's playing Ellie.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But they showed Pedro Pascal and her in a very iconic scene from the games, which is when they're, I believe it looked like they were in the museum area. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember, but yeah, it was a shot that like you could hold it up to the video game and be like, oh yeah, this is this moment in the game.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
so it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited about the show too. I think it's going to be, hopefully it's, I mean, I have a good feeling it's going to be good. I think this will probably be the best video game adaptation. And then of course they announced the Last of Us Remake.
Oh yeah.
This is coming out September 9th, 2022. It's going to be on PC, PlayStation 5, all that. It's built from the ground up. And there's been a lot of debate on whether, is it worth playing $70 for again and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know, it doesn't matter. You're going to fucking pay for it anyway. So shut up. All these people complaining about it. It's like, you're going to most likely buy it again. So
exactly.
Like I personally didn't have a problem. And I do think like it looks significantly better than what the remaster did. And then of course they're updating the gameplay from the sounds of it as well to make it more in line with Last of Us 2. So nice. I personally would say that $70 is worth it in my opinion, just because of just because it is changing the game systems to be more in line with Last of Us 2, and they did, you know, drastically change like some of the look of the characters and stuff. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of some of these characters. They look very different from their original counterpart in the base Last of Us. So
exactly, yeah. So it's a lot of work that they've been putting in.
Yeah, and it's coming to PC. I'm excited about that. I saw people pissed off about that. I was like, why do people get angry? Because people got angry about the Spider-Man coming to freaking PC. People got angry about Last of Us. Like, how is this going to ruin your enjoyment of this game? Like, if you like this game, don't you want other people to play it?
Well,
why does it matter to you? Like,
I think it's the same concept as like, I think they feel. I think the people who complain about it most of the time, they're kind of like very, very for a team. So like, they're like, no, this is only PlayStation. Like, this is strictly for us. Versus like opening it up, they kind of feel like they're gatekeeping. They're like, haha, we have the best this. We have these, what is it? These games exclusive to PlayStation and so on. And so rather than actually, the better idea is opening it up and allowing people like PC to play these games. They kind of get upset. Like, what do you mean? No, you should have to buy a PlayStation 5 and like I did and da. When in reality, this is actually really good because, if more people buy Last of Us and then when they remake Last of Us 2, who knows, maybe they'll make another one or, it just helps developers and helps the companies to make more great games. And so, they're just upset because, I don't know, they're like fanboys and stuff.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah,
I'm just like, man, whatever, people. So with that said, I think we've talked about this like one-on-one, but we haven't mentioned it on stream. So what were your overall thoughts about the Summer Games Fest showcase? Like, what are your overall thoughts, and what would you grade it, on a scale of A, B, C, D, all that jazz?
I think the Summer Games Fest to me was way better, and this is not saying it a lot, but I think it was better than PlayStation State of Play. Now that being said, I thought it was about average, about a C. Because really, when I think back to it, and they didn't have a lot to show, but then, like you said, a lot of stuff was leaked. So maybe it would have had a different impact had none of these things leaked beforehand. Yeah. But I would say that seeing Callisto Protocol was great. I love when they showed off the gameplay. I also enjoyed seeing some of the Last of Us about the show, the concept art for the multiplayer. I'm trying to remember, was it no. I think even seeing the Call of Duty gameplay, I thought that was pretty cool. Even though I'm not big into Call of Duty, it was pretty cool to see what they were working on. But I still felt like it was missing. The ending didn't have a big impact as it should have, in my opinion. Yeah. But like I said, a lot of stuff got leaked. And then of course COVID, causing a lot of stuff to kind of be pulled back. And so for what they did, I thought it was average. I give it a C.
Yeah. I'm a little less than you on that. I thought it was just a bad show, like top to bottom. I mean, they had Callisto Protocol, looks fucking amazing, looks wonderful. It's real. The Last of Us stuff, for whatever reason, like, it just didn't hit for me at all. Like, I didn't see a reason to care. Like, even as somebody, I like Last of Us, I enjoy Last of Us. I'm probably gonna buy Last of Us Remake on PC and PlayStation 5 because I'm a crazy person. I buy games multiple times because, again, I'm a crazy person. But like, I think by that point, I think it's just indicative of the whole showcase itself. By that point that came, I was just like, I don't care. I just want this to be over with. Because it went on for, it felt like ever. Like the whole showcase felt like it went on forever. And it just, like, there was nothing really exciting or anything like that. And I know Jeff Keighley, prior to it, I think like a day or two, was like, everybody should temper their expectations. It's not going to be any amazing reveals or anything like that. Yeah. And like, even with that, I still felt like so underwhelmed, and I honestly didn't have too many big expectations to begin with, and I still felt underwhelmed. So I was just like whatever. I was expecting something. I was expecting something more in line with the Xbox showcase, which we're gonna get into now. But I'm gonna, like, my grade for this is a D. Like, it just didn't have any oh my god, check this out moments, except for Callisto Protocol. And that maybe that's just a bias for me. Maybe it's because of that. I do think, and this isn't to knock any of the games they did show. I think they showed some great games, but then again, but also like none of them excited me. Nothing really excited me. And I think that's the biggest disappointment when it comes to the Summer Games Fest. Because last year I thought it was hype last year. This year,
yeah, definitely.
It was not hype. And we'll see what happens next year. Next year, supposedly E3 is going to be back. What does that mean for Summer Games Fest? I think Jeff Keighley, I believe, announced that there will be a physical sort of thing similar to E3 going on around the same time. So we'll have two parties competing against each other, I guess. Nice. We'll see which flagpoles get planted. You know?
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, I wish I could say it was fun to watch, but I just didn't have fun watching it.
Yeah.
By the time like The Rock hit, and then after that, I was like, oh my god,
The Rock was the best part. No.
I love The Rock. Don't get me wrong. The Rock is one of my favorite wrestlers ever in existence. He's one of the coolest dudes ever.
You know,
but
I would have raised the grade had he ended the announcement of the trailer with, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" And then he was like, "Here's Black Adam." No.
I mean, I would have been impressed since he was in his gym. My grade would go up to a C because he was in the gym. But if he was working out while he was doing it all,
man, that'd be crazy.
If he was pumping iron while he was doing it, I'd be like, "This is very impressive."
Yeah.
While he's marketing us to Black Adam, I would be like, "This is very impressive. This gets a C from me." No.
Exactly. No, so funny. But yeah, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great.
It was. They showed off good games. It just there wasn't a lot of hype for it, and the pacing just felt really bad too.
Yeah,
because they had long drawn out moments where the devs were coming out and talking for a little bit and stuff, and it was it was like, this is just taking the win. Just show the games. Just show the games.
Exactly.
That's why we want. I like what Xbox does, where they have what they call the extended showcase. I don't know if you went and watched that, but it's basically just their deep dives with the devs on all the games that they showed during their showcase. So I like how Xbox does it. They have this big showcase and be like, this is what we have, and then they do an extended one with the devs where the devs are given the opportunity to actually, sit down and talk and not feel rushed. Because that's the other thing too, is like, you're getting these devs that come out here and talk on stage, but also you're gonna have to cut them short because you're gonna have to get another trailer up.
It's all for timing and stuff, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
I will say, since we're about to go into Xbox, I would say that which we did the live stream for the Xbox Bethesda showcase. One thing that I as you just chimed in on is that what Xbox did is they did show a lot of great gameplay. That was like the biggest thing between Summer Games Fest showcase and then also PlayStation State of Play. And I think that's what as we move into Xbox Showcase here, it made it that it was better than the previous ones that we just talked about.
Yeah. All right. So with that said, let's get into the Xbox Bethesda showcase, which is the one that I was most excited about pretty much the entire week, just because I'm a big Bethesda fan. And it started off with Redfall. I am so excited about Redfall. It looks dope as hell. I'm a big Arcane fan. I said this in my reaction. I got a fly flying around. I said that in when we were live reacting. Arcane Studios, one of my favorite video game companies. I love Arcane Studios. Deathloop, Prey, Dishonored's, both Dishonored's. I just love their games, and so I'm excited about Redfall. More information has come out since then. If you remember saying this feels like a Left 4 Dead game, they came out and said that no, this is not like Left 4 Dead. You actually have a story to follow and all this other stuff, they took it as the approach as you can play this completely by yourself. You don't need other people. It's just adding other people to your crew and stuff will add various dynamics to change the pacing of the game and stuff like that. But you can play this completely single player and all that. So it still has me excited. I think the Left 4 Dead thing came from like the banter between the characters and stuff, was where that Left 4 Dead feel came from, which, if you play it single player, you're probably going to lose all of that. But most likely I'm going to play single player on this, but I'm still excited. It looks cool. Looks dope. I'm in for it. Let's kill some vampires.
Definitely. Great what was great about this, that's what they started out with for this showcase, with like some cinematics plus the gameplay, and I was just like, oh wow, this looks so great. So I'm excited for this. You got me excited for this because I hadn't heard about this before prior to you telling me about it, and I was like, oh wow, this actually looks really cool. So I'm excited for it to come out, but it's coming out next year, right?
Yeah, it's coming out in 2023. It was originally supposed to come out this summer.
Oh.
And well, it did not. Have you ever played any of the other Arcane games? The Prey, Deathloop, Dishonored?
Yes, I've played the Dishonored. I haven't played Prey, even though I think is Prey on Game Pass? I think it is.
Yeah, Prey's on Game Pass. All Bethesda Arcane.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, everything's on Game Pass.
I haven't played. I wanted to play Deathloop, but I hadn't got a chance to play it, and so I need to play that. But I have played Dishonored. Dishonored is a great game. Love that game. Yeah, such a great game. So.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I'm excited about. God, man, it's playing right now on our stream.
Nice.
Oh, Scott's so good. God, man, they just did the elevator thing with the person like got shot up in the air, and shooting. And God, this looks so cool. I'm excited about this. But yeah, moving on from that, before me gushing about this, we got Hollow Knight Silk Song. I am excited about it. Silk Song looks so gosh darn beautiful. If you haven't played Hollow Knight, you need to play Hollow Knight. It's so damn good. It's one of the better platformer Metrovania games out there. I shouldn't say platformer because it's not a platformer. All right, sort of. It's a Metrovania game, though, and God, it's so gorgeous to look at. It's so beautiful. I am incredibly hyped about Silk Song. No date for it, though. No date for it.
No. It's so cool. I know Hollow Knight is something that I plan on playing because I haven't played it, but I know it's on Game Pass, so I'm like, well, cool. I'll just install it and play it. And it looks really cool. I love the art style of it, and then seeing the art style of what the gameplay that they were showing off, I was like, oh, this looks really cool. So I need to check it out.
Yeah. And then next up on this was the High Life or whatever. Looked funny. It's from the creative Rick and Morty and all that, and
even some of the voice actors I think are in there.
Yeah, and it sounded like the first little head that was talking sounded like it.
Yeah.
D2 where is it? I'm trying to find it in the. There it is. It looks cool. It's gonna probably be funny as all hell. I'm into it. It's gonna be on Game Pass, so of course, day one Game Pass. So I'm gonna be playing. Let's talk about the day one game. Like pretty much every game they showed. I think we misspoke during the last weekend when we were talking about this. It did not say Diablo was going to be on day one Game Pass.
Oh, okay.
So
Diablo is the only one.
Yeah, there was a couple other ones too.
Oh, okay.
But it got all confusing to me because it kept saying day one, so I just assumed everything was day one.
Exactly.
But there were a few games that did not have the day one stuff. When I went back and watched, I was like, okay, yeah, there's some missing. But this was one of them that's going to be day one Game Pass. I'm excited about it. I'm going to play the hell out of it. It's I love the idea. Like, we don't get too many like pure comedy games or anything like that, that are just straight up funny. So especially in like first person shooters and stuff. So I guess the closest would be like Borderlands probably, but
yeah. I think so.
But it's coming out October 2022. So
nice. I can't wait for it. Yeah. Like I said about Hollow Knight, this game itself has its unique art style. And it's probably going to be funny, little one-liners here and there. And I want to see what happens in here. And so just the way that it was shown, I was like, wow, it got me interested to play it.
Yeah, same. I just took away one of the things we were going to talk about because I don't care about talking about it. It was the right coming to Game Pass. So I was like, I don't care about this. I don't really have anything to say in that conversation there, unless you want to talk about Riot coming to Game Pass.
No, I'm okay.
All right. Sorry, unceremoniously ended the talk. High on Life. High on Life looks fantastic. Everybody be ready for it. It's going to be day one Game Pass. You get Game Pass. Next up is Plaguetail Requiem. I'm excited about this game because I love Plaguetail Innocence. One of my favorite games. I said this in our Reacts video that Plaguetail Requiem has one of the best narratives in a game that I've played in a long time. Still true. I think it's an incredible story. I'm looking forward to Requiem. Everything from what I've seen and what I've heard in like the extended showcase and stuff, they've taken what they've learned from like the gameplay mechanics of the first game. Because honestly, the first game gameplay wise wasn't that great. It was you trying to be stealthy, but the stealth mechanics weren't that great. But they're building on top of what they learned, so that's always good to hear. So I'm anxious to see how much they've learned and how much they've grown the stealth mechanics and the combat mechanics and everything in Requiem, but it sounds like they've learned a lot. And from what I've seen and what I've heard, looks like they're expanding a lot to it. And this is just a beautiful game to look at too. Like playing it, like I'm going to be playing Plaguetail Innocence. I'm going to be replaying it again in preparation for when Requiem comes out. Because I cannot wait for Requiem.
Yeah. And then I know I'll probably end up playing it too because of course, like most, not all, but most games, it's on Game Pass. So why not play it? That way, getting ready for the next one to come out because I hear great things about the first Plaguetail. So I will be playing it and checking it out.
Good. You should. Next up is Overwatch 2. I'm going to let you take this away.
So today, Overwatch 2.
One second. 1 second. I messed. If you look at the Overwatch 2, the things under Overwatch 2, I put Hot Wheels DLC. There's no Hot Wheels DLC coming to Overwatch.
I saw that earlier and I was like, did you see something I didn't see? That's so
I
funny.
meant to put that for Horizon.
For her. That's hilarious. No, so Overwatch 2, there was a big news announcement. Blizzard, they basically had to sit down with like all the devs, and I can't remember who's the head guy over Overwatch 2 right now. His name escapes me, but they just announced basically what's going to be happening with Overwatch. Of course, I think most people know there's going to be early access launched on October 4th, which is basically like a beta for Overwatch 2 with all these new things. It's kind of crazy what they announced. So beta is coming out October 4th, but they're actually having something June 28th where you can actually opt in to play the beta early.
Oh, cool.
So it's really cool. And so I opted in, and basically they're trying to accommodate for everybody that signs up. So if you sign up for it, they're saying that you should get into the beta. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
But
is it only for PC or?
I think it's for PC. I think it is for consoles except for Switch. So Switch, I don't think is getting in.
Is Overwatch 2 even going to come to Switch? Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Probably will. But yeah, I think all consoles except for the Switch, but yeah, PC as well. Okay. So they announced this basically like a roadmap forecast of what they plan on doing. So they kind of were saying that, of course, they let down a bunch of people who play Overwatch, and they were saying that they're trying to turn the ship around. And they're promising once Overwatch 2 comes out, every 9 weeks, there should be some sort of new content, whether that be new maps, new character, new skins, new things for the game to keep it just going and, just keep it updated. So Season 1, which starts October 4th for the beta, they're announcing 3 new heroes, which we kind of already had a preview to one, which is Sojourn. That was the new DPS. You get now Junker Queen, who's a new tank, and there's also going to be a new support hero that they haven't announced yet. They're also announcing 3 new maps for the game, a new mode which is push, which if you played the alpha or the beta before this, you got accustomed to it, where you're kind of pushing to one side to win. They're going to also have 30 new skins for the characters, and then something called the mythic skin, so it's like something that's better than what they created. And then they announced Season 1 starts then. Season 2 is December 6th. You'll get another new tank hero, a new map, 30 more skins, a new mythic skin, Jesus. And then that's... Yeah. And then on Season 2 is where they announced this new Battle Pass system. So, which means Overwatch is getting rid of loot boxes, which was their kind of like you can pay to get skins or voice lines and stuff. They're getting rid of that. So they're doing this Battle Pass system where every, I think, season you basically work towards getting skins and stuff like that, playing the game. But people were talking about basically that there's also a premium version of the Battle Pass, meaning you can get extra skins and stuff. So that's like their way of kind of still doing loot boxes.
Yeah, that's a very common thing now. Like Battle Pass for like Fortnite, you can pay for a pass and it gives you like extra stuff as you level up. Same with like Halo. Same with I think that's just a common thing in Battle Pass systems now.
Exactly. And then lastly, after December 6th, then and next year it goes into Season 3, and what they promised is more new heroes, more new maps, new modes, 100 new skins, which I think they're just talking about over the next few seasons. And then in 2023 is when the PvE begins. and they actually showed a preview of the PvE, which actually looks really cool. The story mode of of the Overwatch world, and it looked kind of like, it actually looked really cool. And I want to say, I could be misquoting this, but because PvP is free, I think they also said that PvE will also be free, I think.
Oh,
and
wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
And so it's kind of crazy because I think they said PvE, because it's a live game, that they're just going to go ahead and give it away for free versus having to pay for it, from what I remember. I could be misquoting that.
Okay.
But from what they showed off, that is a surprise. But what happened from the PvE, what they showed, man, it looks crazy. I'm like, oh wow, this is actually a new experience. And they showed, I want to say, like a little bit of the skill trees that you can do, and also how you can customize. They also started adding customizable skins. So I think certain skins that are either legendary or mythic, you can actually customize the skin to make the character look how you want it to look. And they started introducing.
What you still have to? Are you still adhering to whatever the initial like base design of that skin is? You just manipulate, like you change color or stuff like that.
I think you change colors. You can add sort of like decals, or I guess decals might not be the right word, but kind of subtle little things to kind of customize the character.
Okay.
And then they started including subtle things like charms, banners, and stuff like that for your characters or whoever, if you want to get into those.
Okay.
So it was like a slew of different things that basically, like, they're just trying to show that they're putting so much work into it. So
yeah, man, that's insane. That's a lot. Like,
yeah, very
man. I'm just gonna come out and say it, man. Like that's mightily impressive that they're doing that, especially compared to, like, 343 right now with Halo, where Halo's dropping the ball. So it's kind of refreshing to see that, because like I can't think of, because like even Fortnite doesn't really reveal too far in advance what their plans are and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And to be honest, I feel like the reason why they did this, just because of their track record recently of everything that was happening within the company. So they kind of are feeling that they need to turn things around. And what better way to turn things around than to like bring a great game and try to provide all this new content and things for the players, to try to change, the look of how it was being handled before,
Yeah. Man, I'm actually excited to give this a go.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably not going to sign up for the like early beta stuff, but I'll probably play when it comes out October 4th.
Oh yeah.
How
like
early is? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, like this is the PvE part of it, the portion of it, all the because you can play by yourself, but man, just the short kind of images and like videos that they were showing of someone playing PvE looks so cool. Like it looked really cool to me.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that, man. That just amazes me that it's gonna be free to play, because I don't know. I think I mentioned this last week. I expected it to be like, you pay $60 for the campaign, maybe not $60, but you'll pay like $40, $50, $60 for the campaign, and then the multiplayer is free, sort of like how Halo Infinite did it, where you got the multiplayer for free and then you pay for the story campaign and stuff. But that's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. Did they give a hint about what the campaign story is going to be about, or?
I think if I remember right, the campaign story is going to be there's like some sort of I want to say it's like a story. It talks about how Overwatch, they got disbanded and they kind of separated, and then how they get back together. That's what the PvE is going to be focused on. Let me see. I want to say I'm looking at an article here on IGN. It says Okay, it says, described as content to immerse yourself in. Blizzard hints that PvE in Overwatch 2 will function as a contained series of missions designed to drive the game's overall story forward. Among other things, Overwatch 2 PvE content will show the Overwatch team reuniting while visiting familiar locations like Torbjorn's factory, Null Sector, one of the Overwatch team's biggest foes, and is also confirmed to return. So it's like, there's like lore in the Overwatch world, so you kind of just in there.
Yeah. I've always loved the lore and all that for the Overwatch. It's the one thing I always wanted from Overwatch, was a single player like campaign, or just a campaign in general, to like follow a consistent story and stuff. So this is right up my alley. I'm excited for it. And I mean, I like the multiplayer. I mean, when Overwatch 1 first came out, I was like all in it for a good while, and then everyone's better than me. So
exactly. and it says here too, so the PvE is actually also gonna I think they're gonna also release it on seasonal basis as well. So you'll get here, seasonal here, and there, and then later on you'll get another part of it, and it is all free here. So it says confirmed.
So
it'll just be,
so it'll be like episodic 1 or 2 like campaign missions or something like that, probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
That sounds awesome, man. I wish I would have watched this. I didn't even know that was happening. So
I found out about it like last minute.
Yeah. But yeah, this was not part of the Xbox Games Showcase, but this was
all that
extension
today.
Of all of that was today. But it's good to know with that. You know, I mean, I know for you, you've probably been excited about Overwatch 2 for a while. For me, seeing that Overwatch was going to be free to play, seeing that it was coming out so soon, I mean, so soon as in October, I was like, man, I'm going to give it a go. Because, like, again, why not? It's free to play. It's one of those things like it's free to play, so you might as well, you know?
Exactly.
Next up on this list, we loosely talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
The DLC, Hot Wheels DLC for Forza Horizon 5. It's coming out July 19th. How did you feel about it? Are you excited to dive into Horizon now?
Yeah, this is like, no, definitely. Because I've been meaning to dive into a Forza Horizon here, but like I said, I have so many games that I have to go through and play, and I was gonna get to it, but then seeing that they have DLC coming out and they're doing the Hot Wheels, which I think is a great idea. Excuse me, it just makes it like so much more playful to have these crazy tracks in the world. I'm excited, so I'll play it for a little bit, you know, just to run around and play on the Hot Wheel tracks. Yeah,
I'm excited to see what user created tracks people are going to be able to do, because they said they're gonna allow players to create their own tracks and stuff based off the Hot Wheel stuff. So I'm interested in seeing how players are going to take that and what crazy courses you're going to get from it. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It looks dope. I already liked Horizon 5 to begin with. Like I've mentioned this before, but I've never been a big wrestling fan. I don't know why, just a wrestling fan. Never been a big racing fan. But Horizon 5, for whatever reason, bit a bug in me, and I was like, man, I freaking love it. And so I'm looking forward to playing it again, diving back into it. Next up was Scorn, coming out October 21st. It is very grotesque. There was a penis in the trailer.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't even see.
No, it's a joke, dude. It was that thing. It was that thing they were pulling out of their stomach. I was
like, gotcha. Hilarious.
Yeah, man. I don't even know what this game is about. I'm interested in seeing what this game is about, but I have no like. It's very grotesque.
Very. Like, even, man, I want to play this game, but man, of how crazy it kind of feels like a survival horror game. I don't know if I'd be able to get through the game because of how, just like, I have like what is it? I say I have this, but certain like imagery, like if you know, is it tryptophobia or something like that, where like when things look like they have holes, or like they remind me of like skin that's like been cut. And this trailer, sometimes like the imagery, the art looks great, but I'm just like, oh, do I want to put myself through this and be like, oh, you know, just kind of go through it? I might play it a little bit, but it does look cool from what I saw.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that I'm gonna play. I just don't know if I'm gonna complete it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how far I'm gonna get into the game. Because it's one of those things that, like, it looks beautiful. Like, graphically, this is impressive. It looks beautiful. Not to say that the grotesque imagery is beautiful or anything, but like, just graphically, it looks really impressive.
Yeah,
it's just everything else. Like, when you now taking a step back from that, going, this is just too much for me. This is like too much
nightmares.
It's just too much for my brain to handle. I can't handle this. Oh man. So yeah, we'll see. Man, I'm really framey in the OBS side of things for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Looking at myself in OBS, I'm really framey. I don't know why. Let me turn off my camera real quick.
Okay.
All right. All right, I'm good. Yeah, I don't know why I was framing. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted there for a second. But yeah, Scorn though, I just don't know if I'm gonna play it or not. I don't know. I want to, but I also don't want to. It's too scary for me. I'm done. That's decided. I'm not going to play it.
Hilarious.
Next up is a game that I'm really impressed by. I'm excited about playing. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn. They have a little fox character that follows you around. Game looks awesome. Gameplay looks really cool. I'm really interested in the story. This game just looks really impressive to me. I was blown away by it, basically. Like, it got introduced back at the Xbox Indie Showcase, I believe it was. I might be misspeaking about that, but we've seen it before, but we only saw the cinematic trailer. But like now seeing the gameplay trailer just like a couple months later is like the CGI trailer sold me, but man, this gameplay looks really good too, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and plus it's day one Game Pass.
Mm-hmm. Day one Game Pass, baby.
So I'm excited to play it. Yeah,
it just has a really cool aesthetic. Like it's Flintlock, whatever that really means, I guess. We got little birds here. The little fox creature that is with you, though, is what's selling me on it. I think that's really what it is. You put a little cute animal with you, man, sold forever.
That's all it takes.
Yep. There you go. If you want to play your game, all you have to do is put a cute companion character for me. A little kitty cat, a little fox, a little puppy. Next up is Minecraft Legends. I was actually really impressed by this showing. I wasn't expecting, like, when we were doing a live react to it, I was like, oh, it's Minecraft Dungeon 2. And they pulled the rug out from us, and nope, it's a completely different game. It's a completely different genre. And I mentioned this then as well. I love this, like, sort of expanding Minecraft beyond just the Minecraft crafting survival thing. Then you have your dungeons, the Diablo-esque style games. Now we're going into action strategy games with Minecraft Legends. What did you think?
It looks cool. It's so crazy to me that Minecraft is just basically reinventing itself again from Minecraft Dungeons, you said it was?
Yeah.
I'm seeing that, and that I was like, wow, okay, Minecraft is just like rolling with it. And because Minecraft is so popular, one of the most popular games ever. When Dungeons, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then they're just outdoing themselves again. Like, you know what? We did great with the Dungeons, but let's try something else. And then they're bringing this, and I'm pretty sure this game will probably do great. Yeah. And next thing you know, there's gonna be like a, I don't know, Minecraft racing game. I don't know.
Probably. So like I think for me, it's like, these are Minecraft is very simple. It's very, obviously it's geared towards kids, and like Dungeons is like a gateway into playing like Diablo games in the future and stuff. They're very simple. They're not like Minecraft Dungeons wasn't challenging by any means stretch of the imagination, but it was really fun to play. It felt really good to play it, and the support that it has, like they're consistently like releasing stuff for Dungeons, which has me excited about the future of Legends and what they could do with Legends. It also has me excited to like, what is after Legends? Is it a racing game? Is it a space opera like Mass Effect or something? You go to it's like kind of crazy what they could do. Like, I think like I'm gonna back up here and say that like Minecraft, like to elevate Minecraft like the base version, you could explode it into like you have your Minecraft galaxy now or something like that, where you have multiple, sort of like a No Man's Sky or something, but in Minecraft style or something. So there's a lot they could do, and like I'm impressed by this. It looks awesome. The trailer's playing right now, and it looks really cool. Your just looked like a character was leading chickens into battle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
leading chickens to battle. So that was cool. Are they chickens or are they ducks? Was that ever decided?
I think they're ducks.
I'm pretty sure they're chickens because if you kill them, they drop like chicken meat.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It was chicken. Whoops.
But yeah, I'm excited about Minecraft Legends. It looks really cool. I'm gonna give it a try. I never actually completed Dungeons. I just fell off. Because it is relatively simple to play and stuff. I was like, I like it, but it's not like how much I enjoy like Diablo or Torchlight or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Next up is
your favorite. You're the one you exploded.
Persona. I cannot wait for Persona. All three. I shouldn't say all three games because there's 5 of them. Because the number 1 and 2 are not coming to Xbox or anything else. But Persona 3, 4, and 5 are going to be coming to Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. It's going to be starting in October with Persona 5 Royal, which is the best version of Persona 5. And then in 2023, we're going to get Persona 3 Portable, and then Persona 4 Golden. I'm excited about this. I love Persona, so I want everybody to go play these when they come out on Game Pass, if you have Game Pass, because they're so good. They are an investment to play. They do take a bit of time. Persona 5 is anywhere from 70 to 125 hours, depending on how quickly you're getting through things and how much grinding you are wanting to do to make sure you don't lose and all that stuff. But the Persona 5 Royal is one of my favorite games of all time. It's just incredible. It's an incredible experience. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see Persona come to Xbox, because this was, for the longest time, Persona has been locked to PlayStation, and so now it's finally coming to Xbox. And what does that mean for the future of the franchise? Is Persona 6 going to be a multi-platform title at that point? It's something we saw with Yakuza. If you ever know about Yakuza was locked to PlayStation for the longest time, and then it got released for Xbox, and then Yakuza Like a Dragon was exclusive to Xbox for the first year. I don't know if maybe it wasn't for the first year. It might have been like 6 months or something like that. But it was exclusive to Xbox for a while, and it was on Game Pass. It's still on Game Pass now. So it makes me wonder if maybe that'll happen with Persona 6, where Persona 6 will get released, but it'll be on Xbox first. I'm not going to hold my breath for that. Maybe I'm just getting too excited about that. Also, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to play it anywhere. I'm going to play it everywhere. I'm going to be buying Persona 5 again. Dude, I've bought Persona 5, the base version, on PlayStation. I've bought Persona 5 Royal on PlayStation. I'm about to buy it on fucking Steam and Xbox because I'm a crazy person. I'm a freaking. Someone has to stop me because I'm going to buy these games 1,000,000 times. Someone stop me, please. But I'm excited about Persona. I'm going to be buying them all, probably everywhere. I'm going to have like 20 copies for no goddamn reason. I'm probably only going to play them on one system, probably PlayStation, so I can get trophies. But I'm going to be buying them. So I don't know, man. Like, I know I'm crazy, but Persona, I'm excited about it. How do you feel about it?
It's super dope. Well, maybe because it's coming to Game Pass, I'll give it a shot to play is it Persona 5? That's the first one that's coming out?
Yeah, Persona 5 Royal is the one coming out in October.
Gotcha. Maybe I'll, give it a check it out, give it a little test play, see what's going on.
It's one of those things. It's really weird that it's the first one coming out, just because like it's very hard to go back. Like I experienced this when I played Persona 5 and then went and played Persona 4 Golden when Golden came out on Steam. It's always weird to go backwards because obviously quality of life improvements, you can see the very like, oh, that's why they added these quality of life improvements, because playing Persona, like I love Persona 4 Golden, I love it for the story, but man, it is the quality of life difference is astounding.
Oh yeah.
It's like it was very hard to go back, so I'm very interested when I go back to play Persona 3 Portable how that's going to feel, because probably not good, but I'm interested in the story because the story for for Persona 3 is supposed to be, from what I have read and heard, Persona 3 story is like actually better than 4 and Royal, but wow. It's all preference, I suppose. I'm back to being framey again. What the hell? What is wrong with me? All right. So after that, we had a little lovely message from Papa Kojima. He sat us down around the fire and talked to us. He was like, "Hey guys, I'm making Xbox. I'm going to make a game with Xbox.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it."
He said, "It's true. Goodbye," and then just left.
Yeah. It was an amazing, astounding revelation. Something that totally did not get leaked.
Yeah, I know.
Joke's on you. It did get leaked. But it was like under the guise like something else was supposed to be under it too. Like it was like Overdose. Like it was supposed to be a survival horror game or something like that. That he was going to. But I mean, it doesn't say that it's not going to be that. But
Yeah.
Kojima did come out, and then like I've mentioned earlier, people are trying to like protest this and trying to get it like get it canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like a petition for it, and people are pissed off about it. It's like, guys,
Oh,
why does it fucking matter?
They're upset because he jumped ship from like PlayStation to
like,
Xbox.
He's betraying PlayStation. Blah, blah, he's betraying Sony.
Man.
All his true fans are on Sony. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Fucking stupid. It like that crap pisses me off because it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like, you do realize these petitions don't do shit. So you're just putting your name out there to show how stupid you are. Anyways.
Yeah, and Kojima still, regardless of petition, is like, no, I'm still gonna make this game.
Yeah, hopefully. You know what? And you know why he's gonna make it? You know why he's gonna make it? For the fucking money, because that's all that really matters.
He's gonna make it, and then he's gonna make another announcement video, and he's gonna be like, "Suck it, PlayStation," and everybody who signed the petition.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's whatever. I think it's cool. Again, they didn't really show anything. It's just Kojima coming out and telling us to be like, "Hey, I'm working on the game." That's like the most basic thing you could do.
Kojima's kind of like, it's like, that extra rare Pokemon that you barely see, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm here," and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Him with the Xbox banner behind him, like, "Hey, I'm working with Xbox." It's to hype up Xbox and everything that they were showing off. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what whenever they do show off what he's working on. So
yeah, me too. Probably a little ways away. From what I understand, it's going to be like with cloud stuff. I think he mentioned the cloud in his little conversation, so we'll see. So yeah, and then we had Starfield close out the show. I think we all knew Starfield was going to close out the show, right? Like it is big, the baby of Bethesda, pretty much. After sitting back, reflecting on it, listening to like the extended showcase stuff and like seeing other people talk about it and everything, I'm actually more excited about it now than I was when we first reacted to it. And give me a second, my dog's going crazy again.
You're good. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, Starfield is coming out in 2023. I feel like they should not rush this game at all.
Yeah.
Take your time with this game, please.
Oh yeah. It is. I'm excited for it. Like the ship customization has me really excited because you can do a lot with it, and I'm really excited about that. This is apparently going to be like. So the way it's going to work, because I had this question, like how many of these plants are actually going to be like worthwhile going to, and all this stuff. So like a good there, I think in the extended showcase or an article that I read. They're gonna have like 10 like hard locations that they're gonna be extremely detailed and stuff like that, and then the rest of the plants are probably just gonna be like resource plants. You're gonna go there to collect resources, build a base as you're going from point A to point B. This is just a little sidetrack thing to get to. So that actually has pretty much like tempered my expectations on the planets. Like, okay, that was my question. Is it gonna be like in No Man's Sky, where pretty much every planet's kind of useless to go to in No Man's Sky other than to build a base, and you find a good planet to build a base on, and then whatever. But it's good to know that like a good chunk of the planets aren't going to be required to go to. You're not going to have to go to every single one of them to complete the story or anything like that. And they are going deep into detail on some of these cities and stuff that they're building in these very specific locations. I'm still, and this is going to be me going on a rant here. How the fuck does anybody look at Starfield and go, "This looks like a PS2 game. This is an Xbox 360 game"? In what fucking world would a PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PS3 be able to fucking play a fucking Starfield? In what fucking world are they looking at and go, "Yeah, I fucking hate people, man." And the fucking shit people say. Could it look better? Yes. But you are fucking idiots if you think this game looks like it belongs on an Xbox 360 or a PS3 or anything earlier than that. It's like you're being fucking stupid at that point. If you're 100% not like, you're not trolling, you actually believe that. It's like, whatever.
Hilarious.
Could it look better? Yes, of course. I'm still concerned about the gunplay. Gunplay still the gunplay still hasn't sold me yet. I'm interested in seeing what the what the space combat's really going to be like, because they mentioned that it's going to be like they I can't remember what the two games they said, but they said Mech Warrior and another game, and I can't remember what the other game was, that the space combat was going to be very unique and dynamic and specific to Starfield. So I'm interested in seeing what that means, how that plays out. But yeah, I'm a little bit more high on it now than I was during the initial reaction to it. And that's because of the Xbox Extended Showcase, but we're not going to get too deep into that. So,
oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see the more updates that we get along the way, because I mean, it's still a while till they actually get it finished, and so I see the potential. I'm just kind of holding back on like excitement until I get more of the game, and just to see. I did like you were saying, the customization options they're going to roll out for the ships, and I think that's really cool. And so
yeah, they also have a deep customization for the character model, your character that you're going to play as too.
Exactly.
And then have you seen the stuff about you can start the game in debt?
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They're bringing a whole banking system in where you can get like loans out and stuff like that. And there's one there's like one like origin story that you start off with like being in massive debt, but you have a home on a planet by yourself and all this other stuff, and so you have to work towards paying off the debt and stuff.
Oh my God.
I'm like, that's the start I'm going to do, because that's the life I live right now, except it's student loans.
That's hilarious. That's so cool.
So yeah, they're going to have a whole banking system, which sounded cool. And so yeah, like there's a lot of like mechanics behind and like in the gameplay stuff that they talked about in like various articles and in the extended showcase stuff that like it has me sold. I mean, I was already sold on it, and I'm tempering my expectations and my excitement levels, but I'm also at the same time getting excited. So I'm trying to rein myself in, but I'm allowing myself also some leeway with it, because I love Elder Scrolls. I love Morrowind. I love Oblivion. I love Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4. I started playing Fallout 76. I did start playing that. I played 10 minutes of it, and I got out of the vault. And I looked up at the sky and said, I'm not into this right now. And I have not gone back since. So, yeah, I haven't uninstalled it for my Xbox yet. I have it on the Xbox because for some reason when I tried to play it on PC, it wouldn't launch the game on PC for me through Game Pass. So I was like, okay, whatever. I've been having that problem with a couple of games actually on my PC side of things. I don't know what's going on with, maybe I need to reinstall Game Pass or something. I don't know. Anyways. I think I'm excited about this. It looks awesome. I will say that. I'm interested in what the actual story is going to be and all that jazz. So we'll see. Overall, what would you grade the Xbox showcase?
I give it, I was probably a little bit, I know for that, from what I remember the live stream, I gave it an A-. After coming back and talking about it again, I give it an A- still.
Yeah. For me, I'm still firmly on a B+. The thing that's holding this back for me is that there weren't any big splashes, there weren't any big surprise, and that's even with stuff that got leaked. Okay, great.
Yeah.
It's still, there wasn't that huge surprise that made me go, holy fuck, this is amazing. So
I get
so
that.
B+ for me. All right, so next up is Day of the Devs. You did not get to watch Day of the Devs, correct?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch this one.
All right, so I will break this down for you, and we'll get through this quickly. Day of the Devs is basically an indie developers showcase. There's a lot of unique-looking games. There's a lot of weird games. We're going to talk about one of them here in a second, called Choo Choo Charles.
Oh, I've heard of that one, actually. I've heard of that one.
Yeah. There's a lot of unique games for it. It was really fun. There was a nice pacing to it. I give it overall a grade of a B. There was a lot there. There's a lot to unpack. If you don't like indie games, then this Day of the Devs is not for you. You're not going to get anything out of Day of the Devs if you go in there expecting big games, because you're not going to get them. But I love indie games, so I was really excited. So the first game I want to talk about, this wasn't the first game of the thing. I'm talking about 4, 5, 6 games that jumped out to me while I was watching it. Planet of Lana, which I think we've seen before. I want to say it was in the Xbox showcase, but I might be wrong about that. it's a beautiful game. It is just gorgeous to look at. The art style is beautiful. The story sounds wonderful. It's like the end of the world and you're trying to survive. It's 2D, looks beautiful. I'm excited about it. Next up was Choo Choo Charles. You are literally running away from a train that is like on a spider body. It's really fucking weird. It's a survival horror game, and you have your own train, so you're like on your own train and you're like stopping to get like upgrades and stuff to put on your train, and then every now and then this spider train Charles guy comes out and trying to kill you. It's fucking weird. I was fascinated by it. I want to play it just to play it. I don't think it's going to be good, to be honest. But it was freaking bizarre. It was bizarre all hell. Like, it was amusing to me. So
it's I was going to say, interestingly enough, I actually caught wind of this game in its early development because of how the crazy concept of it, and I saw some small short like gameplay of it. Like a while back, and I saw it and I was like, wow, what a interesting idea for a game. And I actually want to play this game. It actually seems kind of fun, and just the idea of you have this train that you're trying to build up in order to defeat this crazy spider looking train.
Yeah, it's I think it's a game that has a cult classic written on it, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
definitely.
The people that are going to play it are going to probably love the fuck out of this game. Is the best way I could say it. I'm trying to find it in the Day of the Devs showcase right now. It was closer to the beginning. There's Planet Lana. All right, there it is. All right, I'm gonna display it here on the stream real quick because it's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
Like I saw this and I was like, this is my first time hearing about it. I was like, what the hell is going on with this? I almost didn't put it on here because I was like, I was almost not sold on it. But the more I like watched it, I was like, okay, I think I am excited about this. I don't know how I feel about this game. I don't know. Yeah. It has indie written all over it though. Like this is an indie game.
Definitely.
So, oh man, but yeah, it's bizarre as all hell. So there you go. Next up is Escape Academy. We did see this before at the indie showcase on Xbox. You know, you're in the Escape Academy. You're literally at an academy that is learning about escape rooms and all that. And so I'm excited about this. This looks really cool. You can play it by yourself. You can do it solo if you want, but you can also play with a co-op with I think up to 4 people or something like that, 4 co-op thing. Nice. So you can have a little team with you and stuff. Looks awesome. They're gonna have because this is a narrative driven game. You will go back to like a dorm room and stuff and like talk to people around campus and all this other stuff. So you are at this academy and everything, and you're learning about this academy and the mystery of this academy and learning about these characters and all that. So I'm excited about this. It's doing more because when we initially saw it, I was thinking, oh, it's just like a series of escape rooms.
Oh,
but no, it's much more than just that. It's a full-on there's a full-on story being told in the background of everything while you do these escape rooms and stuff. I'm excited. I'm sold on this game. I'm gonna play the hell out of it. It's gonna be coming day 1 to Game Pass as well. So
there you go.
I believe. I think I wrote that down. Yeah, day 1 Game Pass. So I'm excited about it. And it's simple art style too. It's like not anything mind-blowing, but I think it works for the game. You know. So.
Oh yeah.
Next up is Bear and Breakfast. You run a bed and breakfast and you're a bear and you're in the woods. And it starts off like with the whole place being run down. So you have to like work to upgrade it and stuff. And humans come and stay at your bed and breakfast. You're a bear. And like the creatures you employ, like the woodland creatures, to help you upgrade your place. God, like there was at one point in the trailer, let me see if I can get to it. At one point in the trailer, they have the bear talking to a beaver to collect wood and all that. It's very simple, cute art style. It's very like cartoony. It looks like I can't remember if they said it was hand drawn, but it's like very simple animations and stuff. But yeah, this is cute as all hell. I want to play the hell out of this. I'm already into like the tycoon sort of managing things, like, you know, Stardew Valley, stuff like that. This is giving me Stardew Valley vibes, not maybe to the scale or anything, but yeah, it's still adorable as all hell. So I'm excited about it. I think everyone needs to check it out. And then the final game that I want to talk about that I saw here was Naad. This is created by a single person developer from Spain. And you're a water nymph in the water, navigating the rivers and stuff. It's very colorful, very peaceful. While I was watching it, I was like, man, this is very calming. There was like a calming effect to it. I'm trying to find it in the trailer. Here you are. Yeah. And it's just a very calming thing. You're just like in the water, navigating through the rivers and stuff. It looks very simple gameplay. It doesn't look like anything's going to be crazy challenging, but there's going to be like secret like pathways and stuff like that you can find and all of that. But for the most part, it's just you swimming in the water, and the music was very peaceful. The colors and everything are it's very endearing.
Nice.
It's one of those things that like you don't always need to have a game that is so gosh darn challenging or anything. Sometimes it is good to have games like this that are just calming and, you know, turn your brain off and just take it in, you know?
No, definitely.
So, and the fact that it was created by one guy. So
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Because I was looking at some of the gameplay of it, and I was like, wow, this looks so crazy.
yeah, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. So yeah, overall, I gave it a B. Day of the Devs, very simple. There was, again, if you don't like indie games, then Day of the Devs is not going to have anything for you. But I love indies, and so this was right up my alley. Next up is Devolver Digital. Elle, did you get a chance to watch Devolver Digital?
No, I just saw some of the highlights for some of the games they showed. And then, of course, you told me to immediately, when you first saw it and you downloaded it, you told me to download the demo for Cult of the Lamb, which you just love. And so I downloaded it, so I'm going to play it here soon.
Oh, man, dude. Oh, I got so much to say about Devolver Digital. So the key thing to take away with the Devolver Digital showcase is that it's very highly produced. They bring in actors. They bring in actors. They have they showed at the end, they have like a credits and they are like showing behind the scenes stuff. It is heavily produced. It's all nonsense. They're poking fun at the game industry. They're poking fun at the big, the bigger showcase people like, Xbox, PlayStation, all that. And it's funny. It's very self-aware. They only showed off a handful of games. It was relatively short too. It's only 25 minutes long. It takes like 6-7 minutes before they actually show off a game, because they have this highly very produced, these actors acting stupid and stuff. But the first game they show was Cult of the Lamb, which I'm about to turn on right now. This game, my fucking God, dude. It is so damn good. It is adorably cute and adorably horrific. Because so what it is that your character, you're a lamb, you get sacrificed at the beginning of the game. That's how you're gonna get sacrificed. You basically make a deal with the devil, and the devil's like, it's not called the devil, by the way, but it's like, you need to start building a cult dedicated to me. And so you get resurrected, and so that is your goal. You're building because you agreed to come back to life. Like when you came back to life, you were gonna start this cult, and so you're recruiting to build a cult. And you play this lamb, and the animals are adorable as all hell. It is weirdly adorable and really horrific, like, because you're killing these adorable animals, you're bringing adorable animals into the cult. It is amazing. I fucking love it, dude. The gameplay is very much have you played Hades or anything like that? Yeah, it's very much like that, combat wise. But then you go back to like this little hub area where you're building up your cult. It is awesome. The humor is amazing. I love it. Like, God,
nice.
I'm so excited about this game, dude. I'm so excited. Like, yeah, looking at it though, it's like you're building this hub area, and it's like Stardew Valley, I guess would be the best way to describe that hub area. And then you're going into like little dungeons and stuff to collect resources and to fight things and all this other crap. So yeah, it is a game that I'm so excited about. It's coming out in August.
Nice.
And God, I cannot wait to play, dude. God, I cannot wait.
Oh my God.
So definitely check it out. Interestingly enough, with going back to Devolver Digital, they only showed off like 4 or 5 games. So we're talking about most of them. Cult of the Lamb was the one that jumped out at me the most. Angerfoot is the best way I can describe it is a first-person Hotline Miami. Have you ever played?
Yeah.
Have you ever played Hotline
Yeah.
Miami?
Oh yeah, I played that, and I was watching. I'm actually watching the trailer for it right now. I'm like, this is definitely like Hotline Miami vibes
Yeah.
from it.
You
It's
literally
just like constant chaos.
Yeah, you like your character, you kick down a door and you're just running into these rooms shooting everybody. They're like alligators or something. I don't know what the fuck they are, but like this looked awesome. Looked high tech, high intensity, high energy. I believe there's a demo on Steam right now. Don't quote me on that. If you could look that up real quick for me.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I am. Oh my god, this game just looked batshit crazy fun. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with it, but Angerfoot looks awesome. So it is. Yeah, they have like alligator people dancing. I don't know what the hell is going on here at the end of this trailer.
Exactly. There is a demo of Angerfoot on Steam right now.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. I've been trying to check out all these demos. And then next up is the nope, we're not gonna talk about that one. It is the Plucky Squire. This one jumped out at me because it's it's combining 3D and 2D platforming. It looks incredible.
Okay.
So it has like basic 2D stuff, and then it transforms you into like this 3D world. Like you pop out from like a page. It's really fucking cool, and it's like different art styles. Even in the 2D stuff, it's like different art styles every time. This game looks incredible. I don't know if there's don't know if there's a demo for this one, but man, this thing was insanely impressive. Like going from the 2D to the 3D world, going to the different styles of the 2D. I want to play the hell out of this.
Yeah, this looks. I'm watching the trailer for it. This looks crazy. Just going from the art style to the 3D. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is my like. I want to play this so bad.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be on all the systems too. So maybe if I like it, I'll buy it on every system.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. And then the last one that I want to talk about is Skate Story. Skate Story visually looks incredible. Like just visually, like you're playing like this crystal guy. I'm in an ad. But like you're playing like this crystal person on a skateboard and you're just skating.
Oh yeah.
This looks incredible.
I'm watching the visuals of it look super crazy. Because it says here that you're basically a demon that made a deal with the devil, and you're needing to skate in order to you're needing to skate to and eat the moon to rid themselves of a curse. From that. And so, man, it's crazy. Yeah, these visuals look super crazy.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm digging it. I'm wondering how is it gonna feel. It's giving me like just like the skateboarding vibes. Makes me like think of Ollie Ollie World, except 3D rather than 2D. So I think I'm gonna try the hell out of this. I'm gonna play it, see how it feels, because like Ollie Ollie World like took me by surprise up until Tunic came out, which was only like 2 weeks later. Up until Tunic came out, I was like, Ollie Ollie World, it's gonna be my game of the year. But yeah, we'll see how Skate Story lives up to that, like in comparison. I know it's not really fair to compare them, but
yeah, so crazy.
But yeah, it looks beautiful and wonderful. Devolver Digital, even though it's highly produced, even though they like, I don't know, like it's highly produced, it's very self-aware, but they still showed off some awesome games across the board, and I had a lot of fun watching this. And it's only 25 minutes and 31 seconds according to YouTube, so. You're in, you're out. You got to see some incredible games. All of the games, even the ones that I didn't talk about, looked awesome. I'm gonna give Devolver Digital an A. Like I think by far Devolver Digital has this right. Sure, if you're not vibing with the comedy that they're doing, like in their skits at the beginning and in between if you're not vibing with the comedy that they're doing and it's like very self-aware, poking fun at video game showcases and conferences and stuff, if you're not in for that, then you're probably not going to enjoy your 25 minutes with this. But there still were some incredible games, and the humor is my kind of humor. I've enjoyed every Devolver Digital like showcase they've had for the last, I want to say like 4 or 5 years now. A couple of them have been very bloody, where like people get like murdered on stage and stuff like that. It was really a couple of years ago. It was like a Terminator type character came out and murdered the person that was taught. It was insane. It was fucking stupid. But yeah, it's that kind of thing that is like that sells me on Devolver Digital games. So
yeah, I love the looks of all the games that that you were talking about. It makes the game stand out more and makes me want to go check all of them out.
Yeah, so I'm excited for it. Yeah, God, man, Cult of the Lamb, sold on it. It's gonna probably be my game of the year. Probably gonna be my game of the year, depending on how overall the game feels when it's released. So yeah, then this one was today, and I'm just talking about it because it is big news. So there was the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary showcase. They just showed a bunch of Final Fantasy stuff. They showed Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion, which is coming out this winter. It's like a prequel story, I believe, to like Final Fantasy VII. You're playing a character named Zack. Cool. He looks almost exactly like Cloud. Is that the character's name?
Yeah. Yeah.
There is like some dynamics to it or something. Like apparently they might be the same person. I don't know. Final Fantasy confuses me. But
a lot of stuff.
They showed Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion. It's coming this winter. This is the strange part. It's coming to everything: Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC. It's coming to everything. Now, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Rebirth is part 2, coming only to PS5 next winter. So next year, 2023, 2024 winter period. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake part 1 is coming to Steam, which it was originally exclusive just to the Epic Game Store. And it's not coming to Xbox. People were expecting this to be announced for Xbox this year because I don't know why people were expecting it, but people are expecting it to come to Xbox, get announced for Xbox, because right now it's been exclusive to PC, Epic Game Store, and PlayStation. But it is the intergrade version of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which means it also has the extra DLC stuff that adds another little layer of campaign towards the end of the game. So you play a character named Yuffie, I believe.
Okay.
Final Fantasy character names, man. I don't understand them. I will say all of them look cool. I know this is big news for a lot of people who love Final Fantasy VII. I liked Final Fantasy VII Remake. I have it on PlayStation. I played through it. I enjoyed it. I'm excited about Part 2 Rebirth. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back. I don't know if I'm going to play Crisis Core because I just don't care. Like it's a prequel or something, and this character named Zack, and Sephiroth is in there or something, and apparently Zack might be Cloud. I don't. It's too confusing for me. It's too much for me. I can't deal with it. So I'm not going to give a grade to this because this was like 15 minutes long. They just showed off the games and it was done. It was specific to Final Fantasy as well. So obviously, if you don't like Final Fantasy, don't watch it.
Not for you.
Like simple as that. Don't watch it because you're going to get nothing out of this. I watched it just because I was interested in seeing what would be announced. And yeah, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, and they also revealed that it's going to be the Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be a trilogy. So you have part 1 already out, which is Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What is the third game's title going to be? Final Fantasy VII
Reborn.
No.
Reborn.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I originally typed Reborn, and then I was like, I don't think it's called Reborn. And yeah, it's Rebirth.
Rebirth.
So, but they have Reunion, Rebirth, Remake. So what would the third one be?
Remake Returned. No.
It'll be Remake, Reunion, Rebirth.
Rebirth. That's hilarious.
The 3 R's.
Oh my God.
Final Fantasy VII, the 3 R's. What does that mean? So
the R trilogy.
Yeah. So that is the breakdown of the showcases that we did catch. There was a lot of video game news this last 2 weeks now. A lot of awesome video games coming out in the next year. How did you feel about all of this overall compared to like past years of like E3 and all that? How did this stack up for you?
I thought that this one was okay. It was it's kind of funny. I feel like every year, or maybe it's every other year, Like the showcases, they switch on whether or not they're good. Like usually, like I think it was last year or the year before, PlayStation was like, they showed off great games and everything. But then this year, it feels like Xbox kind of had a better showcase than a lot. But then seeing some of the stuff from Devolver Digital, I feel like Devolver Digital had the best one.
Yeah.
Compared to everybody, just with the games that they showed, and they all felt unique and original. And so it's interesting. But I thought out of all of these, I enjoyed the Xbox showcase up there, and then Devolver Digital one. Probably those two stuck out to me the most, and so I think it was pretty good. I'm excited for some of the games that are coming out.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. I'm more or less excited about the games themselves more so than the showcases. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen next year with E3 being a thing, supposedly coming back next year, and then Summer Games Fest also announcing they're going to have a physical thing. I'm sure Xbox is going to have something. I'm sure there's going to be a state of play. We are still technically in the midst of showcases happening right now still. So there's a couple that we've missed. There's rumors of a Nintendo Direct coming soon, so we're going to have a Nintendo Direct to talk about soon. What could that be about? Probably Pokemon. Probably about Pokemon, probably about Zelda, maybe. Because there's been rumors about Zelda Wind Waker getting like a Switch port.
Whoa.
I don't know. Does that excite you? Do you like Wind Waker?
Never played it.
Yeah, me neither. No, oddly enough. Zelda fucking sucks. So let's be who fucking plays Zelda? Shit.
I think the only Zelda that I played Ocarina of Time, but I think one that I wanted to play but never finished was Majora's Mask.
I want a bitch. Because Majora's Mask is the best one. That's
what some people say, but
no, that's what everybody says. Everybody believes it, including you.
Yeah, so other than that, I wasn't big into Zelda. Maybe now, I'm getting a little bit more time, so maybe I'll dedicate some time to it. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I have no interest in Zelda stuff. I've made my feelings about it perfectly clear. Zelda fucking sucks. You guys are all idiots. No, I'm kidding. Zelda's fine. Zelda's fine. It's weird. It's one of those things that it's always weird. Like I recognize why people love it. I just wish I could love it too, and that wishing that I could love it turns into resentment and makes me hate it. I'm joking about all this, everybody. Zelda's great. Zelda's great.
Hilarious.
I really do like Zelda. I have a. You know what? I don't have to justify myself to all these fucking idiots. You're all stupid. Oh man. All right.
That's a good way to close out the show. That's a good way to close it.
Take it away, Al. Take it away.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Respawn Please podcast. You can catch us on twitch.tv/Respawn Please every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Is this Respawn Please podcast on Twitch?
No, I just find it amusing that you say /.
Oh, sorry. /Respawn Please on Twitch. We stream for the most part every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. What's that? 4 o'clock Pacific, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. 5 o'clock.
Exactly. If you can't catch us on the Twitch, that's fine, because we post the full episodes on YouTube on Sunday at 6 a.m. And then also the audio version of the podcast go up to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere you get podcasts as well, 6 a.m. on Sundays. And make sure to follow the Twitch. Make sure to follow our social media accounts on Instagram and TikTok. That's where we post up little clips, or maybe we'll start doing some posts about, I don't know, games or something. On Instagram and TikTok, it's at Respawn Please Podcast. We also have the Twitter, which is Respawn_Please, right?
Oh my God. Don't put me in the hot seat. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I think it's Respawn_Please.
I'm looking.
If I remember.
Yeah, Respawn_Please. Yeah.
Oh, I remembered it. And other than that, that's this week's episode. So
yeah,
thanks for tuning in.
Thank you all. And also, special announcement: we are going to have a website soon. We have a website launching. We have a website launching July 1st. So be on the lookout for that. We will be posting reviews for video games. I have a little bloggy series that I'm going to be writing about video games that I've played throughout the years that have resonated with me, that still resonate with me, and I just kind of want to write about my experience with those. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. We will be launching July 1st.
Woo!
And it'll be respawnplease.com. So
nice.
We got the URL, so fuck you, everybody. Oh man, I'm being overly aggressive now. I'm sorry, y'all. But you guys all suck. See you all later. You all fucking suck.